Hi, I'm Rika Bettino, and I'd like to welcome you all to this call this evening. And we have people tuning in from all over the world, and we're really excited to have you here tonight. Um, Tonight, you're going to get a chance to hear about an amazing opportunity with our company, and you're going to get a chance to hear from a couple of people that have really gone out and done it and become successful. I have been a realtor for 25 years. I owned an advertising agency before that, and I have a small team and have done really well. But this opportunity has given me so much more than that, and I see the potential of way more than I could just accomplish in real estate. So I'm excited for you guys to get a chance to hear what I'm talking about because you might be confused. And you, like I said, you have an opportunity to hear from two people that are incredibly successful, that have already made it. And I don't know if you've ever had an opportunity in your life to meet somebody who had already become incredibly successful and then was willing to turn around and help other people, show them how they got there step by step. And you have an opportunity to meet a woman tonight who has been my mentor since I was 24 years old and has impacted my life in so many ways I cannot even begin to tell you. I attribute a lot of the success, most of the success that I have had in multiple businesses to what she taught me, the success principles that she taught me very early on in my life. And so I am very excited. And she is coming to you today from Dubai. And I'm so excited for you guys to get a chance to meet the wonderful Sherry Sharman.
Oh, thank you so much, Rika. And hi, everyone. I'm calling live from Dubai. Actually, Dubai, but this it sounds better when you say Dubai, when you say live. But for everybody that's on this call, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us. It's 6:30 in the morning here in Dubai. Yes, I had to get up at 5 in the morning to get ready and all this, but it was worth it because I'm so excited. This is my very first escape with our company where there's like 400 people coming in for this amazing vacation at 5 star, and it's something that you definitely are in the right place at the right time to be able to learn more about. And for everyone that's on this call, thank you for joining us. I know it's different time zones. We've got an international call where people are getting on from all around the world, but for you might be just going, okay, well, why did my friend invite me to see this? And I have to share with you that back in the late 80s, I was introduced to this industry for the very first time. And I have to say that it changed my life. Thank God I was open and I didn't prejudge it by anything else that I've seen out there in the industry before. And I was open enough to be able to go from being a Montessori preschool teacher to becoming an entrepreneur in this industry and having a lot of success because I learned how to build a system that absolutely changed people's lives, which included changing mine. And I'm so excited. I wish all of you were here with us because it's going to be an absolute blast. I'm going to be sending you lots of pictures and videos of what's going on here so you can experience it along with us. So again, my name is Sherry Sharman. So excited to have you on this call. And I have the honor of being able to introduce to you my business partner who is going to share this opportunity with you. I met him when he was in his early 20s. And what has ended up happening is not only has he become an incredible entrepreneur, businessman, trainer and teacher and coach. He's somebody that I personally can call a friend. And that is something in this business world, you really, it's a gift to be able to call somebody, not only your friend in this business, but loves to help people become successful. And I want to introduce to you my dearest friend, Muzaffar Najvi.
Happy Monday and happy first trip for you, Sherry, and happy birthday month to you. And for everyone that's on here, welcome. I know that a friend or a family member or a business partner, somebody introduced you tonight and they said, hey, you got to see this. And or maybe they said, listen, we're going to travel the world and make some money. Or maybe they said, I got to show you something. I don't care. You have to jump on. Like whatever it is, they told you something and you decided to join and you're here. And I'm really happy that you made it. And listen, I'm smiling, and I'm always smiling after my mentor, someone that's like my second mom, does an introduction, because I don't know if that's ever happened to you. And if it has, congratulations. And if it hasn't, I hope it does, because it's a surreal feeling. All the kind words she said. I still remember the kid that first met her. Like when I saw her, it was like meeting your sports role model if you're a boy, or even if you're a girl, maybe you have a sports role model. But like, an actor, an actress that you've looked up to, that you've always seen in the movies. Because when I first saw this profession, I went to her company's convention. She was a co-founder, and she helped start a company that got listed as #1 on Inc. 500 as the #1 fastest growing privately held company in America. #1. Like they grew at over 35,000% growth. And she was like one of the major reasons that even happened. And so for me, I'll tell you a little bit about my story. My name is Muzaffar. And before I go into it, Sherry, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for mentoring and coaching me and helping me along these years, not only in business, but you've helped my wife and myself and our family. And I'm so grateful for that. For those of you that are here, my family history goes like this. It's really simple. My dad is East African. My mom is Middle Eastern. I'm a crazy mix. God bless. And I grew up in Minnesota, and I was told that if I want to become successful, go to school. And I got lucky enough to get to university playing sports. I played football and basketball, and I took football. It was a bigger school. And my senior year, I tore my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament in my right knee at the same time. The doctor said that just doesn't happen. I told him I was an overachiever, and that was that. And so it was like something that they had never seen before. This is 1995. And I had knee surgery, and it was a total reconstruction of my right knee. And they told me that I'd never be able to play sports at that level again. And I was really frustrated. And I don't know if you've ever had a dream like taken from you. That's what it felt like. And I felt stuck. I felt stopped. I felt like I had no vision or future, and I didn't know where I was headed. And what ended up happening was I graduated from a university with 3 degrees, and I still couldn't find a good job. My best job offer was $35,000 a year. My mom and dad combined made $30,000 a year. So it was kind of like I didn't want their life. Like they're wonderful parents, and I hope God blesses them to live a long life. And they're amazing. And they taught me a lot of good things. Like I grew up in Minnesota, right? They taught me things like don't kill, don't steal, don't eat yellow snow, like all the things that you need to know. If any of y'all have been around snow, they're essential. And what ended up happening is that my family taught me good things, but they couldn't teach me about money, finances, or business. And so when my friend called me, and we had played basketball together, and he said, hey, listen, I met a guy that's 24 years old, and he's making $12,000 a month. And you have to understand, I was making $2,500 a month. So $12,000 a month was like winning the lottery. And he lived in the nice neighborhood. Like we lived in the neighborhood you don't want to go to at night. He lived in the nice neighborhood where you could leave your doors unlocked. And I wanted to go there. And so we went to this beautiful office building, and I saw the company that Sherry helped co-create. And she was a co-founder in. And I fell in love with the company, and I fell in love with the opportunity. And what ended up happening was they coached me and taught me and developed me on how to build a successful business. And since then, I've built 7 in this profession, and we've made millions of dollars doing this. And I'm so grateful. And I want you to understand the company you're going to see tonight was a mastermind of a group of individuals that individually we all went out and built our own successes. And we talked about together, we believe we could accomplish more. Like we could do more together than we could apart. And I'll tell you about my business partners. The first is a gentleman by the name of Isaac. Isaac created one of the most luxurious skincare brands in the world. His partner was L'Oreal. They opened 900 stores in 40 countries, did over $3 billion in revenue in a short period of time. And I had the honor of becoming his friend and business partner, and we created a tremendous amount of success together. And another one of our business partners is a gentleman named Eddie Head, that Eddie and his partners created the largest travel club in the world with millions upon millions of members. They did billions in revenue. And in the end of 2020, after COVID was kind of like we were starting to come out of it slightly, we all kind of got together and said, if we could do something bigger and better, bigger and better. What would we do? How would we do it? What would it look like? And we started creating this wish list. And that's how this company Viago was born. Just so all of you know, it started with a list. It started with a group of people that dreamt about something bigger and better. We talked about our mission statement to create a global wealthy community. We talked about impacting people, making it a real win-win. How do we do it? And we looked at the world and where it was headed. You know, Wayne Gretzky said, if you ever follow hockey, and I'm not a hockey guy, but I love the saying, is you got to go where the puck is headed and not where it's at. And so when you look at trends in business, where is it headed? What's growing? And we started seeing that the membership world is growing, subscription-based models. Like if the big boys and big girls are going into subscription, that's where it's at. Retention is higher. It's a phenomenal model. And so we looked at Apple. Apple has a subscription. Look at Netflix, 278 million members. So therefore, Hulu came out, Peacock came out, all these companies popping Netflix. You know, then you look at software companies said, we're not going to just give you the software anymore. You have to have a membership. Gyms have a membership. Cell phone companies, you're literally paying something every month. So we developed an incredible membership, but we wanted it to be the ultimate lifestyle club. We wanted it to be a membership that had multiple categories. And today we have 6. It's incredible. I met with a company today that has some additional categories that we're now starting the conversations with. There's so many people hearing about Viago, what we have and where we're headed, that they're knocking on our door. So let me explain. We will start out with travel. Like Sherry's in Dubai. She doesn't live in Dubai, even though she may want to after this week's trip, but she doesn't live there. She lives in California. And Sherry, alongside of 400 others, have literally flown in for a special trip that we designed as a company. So travel is big. Listen, I will ask you to do something. I know we just met and we're just getting to know each other. But if you go ask 2 people tonight, tomorrow, ask them this question. If time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do more of? I'd be willing to bet that number 1, number 2, or number 3, top 3 answers, one of them would be travel more. I really believe it because that's what I've experienced when I ask people, if time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do more of? Like when people ask you, like people ask me, what do you do? I go, I tell them I have a lifestyle, a luxury lifestyle and travel membership. Sometimes I'll answer that question when people go, hey, what do you do? I go, can I ask you a question? If time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do more of? Travel more. That's what I help people do. Like there's so many fun ways to do this, but let me start with this membership. You know, when you get Netflix, you get a username and password and you get access into a portal where you get access to everything Netflix has. That's what happens here with your membership. But the first access you get is your own website. This is yours. You just got to put your name on it. So this is unlimited wholesale travel. So I want to explain what that means. Priceline, Expedia, Kayak. That just sounds funny. Booking.com, like any of these things, they're a booking engine that give discounted travel. We give wholesale. There's a difference. See, all of these companies have access to wholesale, but they don't give you this price. They mark it up and give you this price. And they go, look, it's still better than this one. Yeah, but it's not as good as this one. What we do is we don't sell travel. We give you the wholesale price. So you can save on hotels, cruises, car rentals. Like I was talking to a guy today that literally started 2 cruise lines. And he was like, Muzaffar, like what you guys are already starting to do in the cruise world is amazing. And he goes, I think Viago can do some greater things with cruises. I had somebody else call me going, we could do greater things with vacation homes. There's so many people talking about where Viago is headed. It's exciting. But let's start with simplicity, right? A booking engine. You'll save money on something as simple as a hotel. Like my daughter has a volleyball tournament in Las Vegas next weekend, and everybody's paying the public price or whatever they find online. I've got access to hotels in Las Vegas at the wholesale price. And people were like, hey, we're staying at this hotel. I go, I'm not staying there. I said, for the same price, I'm going to stay at 2 levels up. I'm just saying, this one here is Caesar's Palace, and the savings is 33%. This is Miami, Florida. The savings is 37%. This one is Glacier National Park. Public price is Priceline. Viago price is our price because you're a member. You have your privileges. You have your access. You have something that, it's like being part of a country club. You get access to things that nobody else does unless they're a member of the country club. Well, this is a lifestyle country club. And because you're part of the community, you have access, right? This is New York. Like, it's always expensive in New York unless you're with Viago. This is a 57% savings. This is Venice. Like, we're talking about all around the world right now, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there's a guy on here from India. Like, we're pre-launching India right now with our company. We're in 40 countries. So let me explain. We came together and talked about Viago, and this is just one area that I'm showing you. But we started contacting our relationships, and this membership started becoming better and better and better. And we pre-launched last July, and we officially did a launch event in October, but the software fully opened up in December. So really, we got December, January, and February, 3 months. But I want you to understand what you really have your hands on. Number one is a booking engine. Number two, inside of your membership is what's called our VIP escapes. And there's 2 parts to these escapes. Number one is what Sherry is at right now. She is on a reward escape. A reward escape is where we design the escape. We pick the location, we pick the date, and we pick all the bullet points. What I mean by bullet points are the fun things, the excursions, the added that you would normally have to find on your own. Do you know that the average employee in the United States of America only gets 15 days of vacation time a year? But you know what's scarier than that? They only use 6 of them. When most people want to put a vacation together, they don't even know where to start. Like, they have dreams and goals. Like, you see things on Instagram. Everybody wants the Instagram vacation that they see, but they just can't afford it. Everybody wants to live that influencer travel lifestyle. They just can't afford it. What if we can help you afford it? Not only can we help you afford it, but what if we helped you earn the money to pay for it? That's the brilliance of this company. This right here is Playa del Carmen. It's a 4-diamond property, 5 days, 4 nights. It includes round-trip airport transfer. That means from the airport to the resort, resort back to the airport. A welcome reception. It's all inclusive. You have a choice between a sunset cruise or snorkeling. Most people choose the cruise. Ooh, they choose the cruise. That rhymes. There's a 3-course farewell dinner. There's a foam pool party. There's a host waiting for you. Like, it's an amazing situation, and you would normally have to pay for all of those extra, and that means the cost goes up, up, and up. So this vacation is $1,700 per person, $1,700. Unless you're a Viago member, it's $850. But wait, it gets better. That's already a 50% discount. But when you're a member, you have access to our reward points. We have our own point system. So remember the booking engine where you can go anywhere you want to go and get unlimited wholesale travel? Remember I showed it to you a few minutes ago? That booking engine has reward credits. Reward credits. These are Viago points that you can use in 2 areas. Number one is here in our reward escapes. So this one, there's a maximum every escape has. This one you can use 300, 150 per person. So look, the cost goes down to 700 after points. This right here is Vietnam, 475 after points. This is Dubai. Look at where this is where Sherry's at, right? This is 550. This one's 450 after points. Like, the minute she heard this trip was happening, she was like, I gotta go. So I just gotta tell you, I'm gonna do this. You know what? We normally don't do this, but Sherry, you're in Dubai. Tell them, like, this is your first trip. You've just been in Viago a couple months. Tell us what it's like.
You know, Muzaffar, this is like a dream trip for a lot of people. And I've actually been to Dubai twice before this trip. And what is absolutely insane is this is like a third of the price of what my other trips were. And this is my husband's first time here. And the minute you land, it's the most opulent airport I've ever been to. It's just outstanding. Everything here, the treatment, the way Biago is everywhere at the hotel, and it's just amazing to be able to travel. And it's like seeing a family reunion. I saw Steve Monroe at the airport in LAX, and we all got on the plane together with his family. And for a lot of people, when you think of travel, it's hard enough to go by yourself, but when you are able to take your family and friends on trips like this, it makes it even better. And I cannot wait for everybody on this call to be able to experience it. And I'm just ecstatic at how well everything is running. Everything is done for you. You check in, they treat you like royalty. And I'm just so grateful to you for introducing me to Viago. So if everybody that's on this call, if you're a guest, you need to thank the person who got you on here, because not only will you save money being able to travel, you'll be able to do it with people you love and care about. So I'm having the time of my life.
Quick question. Is there a bathtub in the room?
Oh, big giant bathtub. If anybody knows me, that's the first thing I do when I walk into my hotel room is look at the bathroom, because if there's a big bathtub, I'm just like over the top. Yes. And it's beautiful. Everything, like I
Congratulations.
said, is first class.
Congratulations. I mean, look, the painting behind you looks like first class. I don't even know if those apples, are they real? Okay, anyways, let's go back to the presentation. So this is Dubai. Let's go to South Africa, Costa Rica, Spain, Italy. And listen, I was in Spain. I actually have a picture in front of that cathedral. Like, it's beautiful, by the way. Italy, I was there. Like, it's amazing. Mexico, Greece, I was there. Turkey, I haven't been there. Vietnam, Dubai, like, we want you to see what God has created all over this world. Now, the third category is escape your way. If you can see it on my screen, that means that you pick the location, you pick it. Like, our good friend Jennifer's on here, and she's like, Muzaffar, she has an amazing brand of her own called Go Girl. And she's like, I want to do something with my team, with my group of girls. And can we do a Go Girl trip? And I said, yeah, you're only going to have girls, so there's no guys. She goes, no, we can do Go Guy too. I'm like, okay. So, but she's all about, we want to design our own. Escape Your Way allows you to design your own, and we'll help you with that. Category number 4 is telemedicine. I love this, by the way. Some people have insurance and have this. Some people don't. And for me, I love the fact that you can access a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week inside the US. And when you're outside, like, anyone that's traveled, there's over 400 people going to Dubai, and I hope every one of them stay 100% healthy. But if somebody feels under the weather, isn't it nice for them to know that they can access a doctor that's licensed in the United States that can help them? Like, for me, I use this with my daughter, but I'll tell you, my best friend used it for his wife. I've had people use it for their children. Like, this covers your whole household. My daughter was sick, and, I brought her home. We put her to bed. My wife was like, we should go to urgent care, but we literally connected with telemedicine. I logged in, my username and password, went to telemed, booked an appointment. I got a call in 2 minutes from the doctor, in 2 minutes. Zero copay, like, it was amazing. And he sent the prescription right to the pharmacy. It was simple. We also have health share, all kinds of things. The next is one of my favorites. It's our member deals. Like, I love this area. Like, this one right here, it saves you money everywhere. Like, my grandmother said, a penny saved is a penny earned. God rest her soul. And it's never only how much money you make, it's also how much you keep, right? How much you make is important. Like, so many people go, I just need to make more. I need to make more. Yes, you can make more, but also save more. Make more, save more. Make more, save more. So when it comes to things like going to the movies, why spend extra? Why? Why waste money? So many people waste and they don't even realize, like Six Flags, SeaWorld, Sunglass Hut, Supreme Golf, HelloFresh. Like, there's over 1 million. I can't put them all on this PowerPoint. over 1 million. I'll give you an idea. Do any of you have car insurance? I've had person after person message me going, Muzaffar, I saved $2,600 on my car insurance for the year, $2,300 for the year. And obviously I had multiple vehicles. I had somebody go, Muzaffar, I only have one car, but I saved 600. That's awesome. With one car, that's amazing. Like, do you understand? There's so many categories on here, plus events. Like a friend of mine's friend went to a concert and floor seats were $2,400 and they only paid $600 through Viago, like through our membership. So I want you to understand our last area that I'm going to talk about right now is our shopping area, our marketplace. And you get access to nutrition, skincare at a significantly discounted price. And then you can use your points to bring it down even lower. So discount travel, right? Obviously, the booking engine, VIP escapes, unique experiences, telemed, daily member savings, best pricing on marketplace, and you get 600 points the minute you start. 1 point equals $1. My CEO's motto is that we give you more than you give us. The minute you become a member, you will receive more than you gave. And I love that. That's the motto of the CEO. By the way, this is only one of many presentations that are happening literally right now. And so I love that we're growing. We're growing over double digits with this membership every single month right now. And it is exciting. But let me tell you, how do you get started? It's $450 for the setup of the membership. Really simple. And you get 600 points. Right there, people always go, that's too good to be true. If 1 point equals $1, Muzaffar, I give you 450, you're giving me 600. How? I promise you, we made it work. Not only that, but every month that you maintain your membership at 99, you're going to get 100 points. Like, what company does that? Like, you pay your membership for Netflix. What do they give you for paying your, I don't know, $15, $20? What do they give you? And people go, well, access? Well, we give you access and 100 points. What does the gym give you for paying the membership every month? Access. We give you access and 100 points. What does the software company give you for paying the software subscription every month? Software. Listen, we give you our membership and 100 points. That's what I love about this. But wait, it gets better. Loyalty. It's one of my favorite words. It's one of my favorite characteristics. What do you get for being loyal? How many of you have AT&T or T-Mobile or Verizon? What do they give you after 12 months of paying the cell phone bill? What does your gym give you after 12 months of paying the gym membership? What does anybody give you for loyalty? Think about it. What we do is we give you a gift from a vacation or your choice of an extra 1,000 Viago points. How many of you are mathing the math? 600 to begin, 100 every month for 12 months. That's 1,800 already, 1,200 plus 600. And then an extra 1,000, 2,800. Can you imagine? Like, talk about an ROI, like a return on investment, even though it's not an investment. I'm just saying, talk about the return. It's incredible. It's about everybody living life amplified every day, everywhere. So let me just move one step forward. How many of you know someone that needs this, wants this, would love this? Like, if I told you today you could go join Sherry tomorrow and I'll give you 5 plane tickets, one for you and one for 4 other people, who would you call? Who would you give it to? Think about that. Those are the people that you need to call for this. How many of you have ever had a conversation with somebody and they said, gosh, I'm up to my neck in bills? What if we could save them on their bills? Do you know you can save on your house alarm? You can save on so many bills that you're paying on your house just going through our daily deals. Just through our daily deals, you can save money on household expenses. Everyone you know would love to save money. And if you told someone, hey, if I could show you a way to save an extra $4,000 a year on what you're already spending, are you open? Write that one down. If I could show you a way to save an extra $4,000 a year on what you're already spending, are you open? And most people go, yeah, how? Let me put you on a call. I want you to hear this information. if I could show you a way to save an extra $4,000 a year on what you're already spending. And you know what? When they become a member, they're your client, they're your member, because you become an ambassador. It's really simple. You're going to start introducing other people. Like if you were in insurance and you were an insurance broker, you would have clients and insurance agents on your team. If you were a real estate broker, you would have clients and real estate agents on your team. As a Viago ambassador, you're going to have clients and we're going to help you build a team. So it's $49 to be an ambassador, and you get a whole ABS system. You get a back office, a business tracker, a commission engine. Like you get so many things for being an ambassador for $49 one time. And then to maintain it year over year, it's $99. Year number 2, it starts at $99 for the year. And we spent millions on this software. Look, there's 5 different ways we earn an income, and I'm just going to cover 2 of them tonight. Number 1 is when you personally refer someone. So if you referred me and I said yes, which I did, you earn $100. If you refer 2 people, 200, 5 people, 500, 10 people, like there's no limit. Why am I showing you 6? Because when you refer 6, not only do you earn 600, but starting the following month, your membership is now free every month moving forward, as long as those members stay a member. So let me explain. Right now it's March. What if you only introduced 1 in March, just 1, and then 1 in April, 1 in May, 1 in June, 1 in July, 1 in August, which August is a great month. I'm just saying. Starting in September, your membership is now free, but you also earn $600. What if you introduced 6 in March? Starting April, your membership is free and you earn $600. Like I know people that have introduced more than 6. And then guess what happens? Those people start introducing, like I introduced Sherry. She introduced 6 in less than a week. And then she introduced Kathy, who introduced 6 in 4 days. Like I'm just giving you an example. But let's talk about residual. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Oh my God. It's kind of a scary thought, but it's true. It's true, isn't it? It's true. Like doctors, if they work, they make money. If they don't work, they don't make money. Lawyers, engineers, teachers, construction workers, like managers of restaurants. Like so many people are in that situation. So let me show you something. We're going to help you build a team. There's 2 teams that we help build, a left team and a right team. So when you introduce someone and they introduce someone and they introduce someone, it's all a part of your team. So what if you introduce Sherry and Sherry introduced Rika and Rika introduced Jennifer and Jennifer introduced Gemma? By the way, these are all real things. Like this actually happened. And Gemma, introduced, let's just say Julie. You now have 5 people, even though the only thing you did was introduce Sherry. That's all you did. And then you introduced me, and I introduced Juan, and Juan introduced Tony, and Tony introduced Kimberly, and Kimberly introduced Martha. Like you have 5 on 2 teams, and you only introduced 2. And you're now earning a $50 a month residual. Remember, there's 5 ways we get paid. This is just number 2. We want to help all of you get a residual dollar because a residual dollar is better than a regular dollar. But $50 a month is a great place to start. Nobody wants to stay there, though. It's a good place to be from. It's not a good place to be at. Everybody wants to go to the 200. How do I get to 200? Start helping your people get their 6. That's what Sherry did. That's what Sherry did. Kathy got her 6. Ricky, someone Sherry introduced, got 9 in 24 hours. Listen, not everybody's going to do that. It's above average. I'm just telling you that as you start introducing people and they start going after their 6, and you know what happens is your team grows. A gold is 25 left, 25 right, and you're at 500 a month. A sapphire, 1,000 a month. An emerald, 2,000 a month. A diamond, 5,000 a month. Listen, I just really want you to take an account, like take a mental picture of this. And there's 2 numbers that I hope stick out to you. Number 1, what is the number that you need? Like absolutely need. And don't say you need 85,000 a month. Like, come on, let's just be real. Like that's not a need, it's a want. It's a want. Some people go, no, I need it. I was talking to Gemma and she said, Muzaffar, I'm going to be a millionaire. I said, yes, ma'am, you are. She is. I promise you she is. But let's talk about need. There's a number you need And then there's the number you want. I hope we all want the same thing because there's a lot of people we could help. Like I know I have a friend of mine that just gave money to help develop a church. I have another friend that helped give money to develop a temple. I have someone that literally just opened a mosque on Saturday, a grand opening. Like I have friends that are always like, hey, Muzaffar, we should do this. We should give here. We should give there. I love that. If time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do more of? Travel? Yes. But I also believe all of you would help more people. Look, just because you sign up, it doesn't mean you're going to get rich overnight. It doesn't. Just like if you sign up at a gym, you're not going to get muscles overnight. Like this takes work, but we will teach you and train you. We have an online system. It's free for the first month, Inner Circle. It will give you so much information, access to millionaires that will teach you how to build a team, a community, a business, teach you how to present, teach you how to do so many things. And then we have our live events from our regionals in the United States that are happening this weekend in 11 cities to our European and Africa training that's actually happening in Dubai this weekend to our US national training that's happening in Atlanta. So we do 3 in the US, 3 in Europe, 3 in South America, and we're going to be adding Asia. But before we talk about getting started, I want you to hear from a couple people. And you know, the first I get a chance to introduce a guy that if you've ever thought of someone that's like, for me, I've always been the big brother to people. But when I got started in my first company, this guy had already created success. And when I met him, I look at him like an older brother type of person. And he's created success in so many different companies. And he's known Sherry for a very long time. And his really good friend, Ricky, who he's known, introduced him. But I've known this gentleman for years. I respect what he's done in the business world in so many different companies. And he said yes to Viago, and he's already building an international team. And Stevie B, man, I really love it if you could share your story with everyone, man. I appreciate you being here, my friend. And big brother, I'll turn it over to you, man. Oh, wait, I got to help you unmute.
Yeah, no, I'm good, brother. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Hey, you know, a fantastic job, Muzaffar, Sherry. Yeah, there's Sherry, there's Cheryl, there's Rika, everybody. They all tag team me. And listen, that's what it's all about, right? Exciting business. As I sent over to Muzaffar a week ago, I guess I said, think about Trivago and Viago. And if you go on your app right now and you go to the app store, you say, I'm going to look up Trivago. Trivago has 100 million downloads, 100 million. And, you know, when I looked at this business in the industry years ago, when Sherry, in fact, I answered an ad in the paper, guys. I said, bottled water, 3 cents a gallon. That's what it said. I made 6 figures. And so think about that. I answered an ad in the newspaper. I had a suit and a tie that was only for funerals. The only time I ever wore one. And so in that, you think on, I came into an office, I had a briefcase. I had all this stuff because I thought I was going to be this big business guy. And I come in, I'm going, oh my God, right? So I sat into this overview and I'm going, the only thing that stuck with me is this guy named Joe Locke that was in front of the stage, and he was from Massachusetts, and I was from Massachusetts. And here's Rika laughing because I'm going, yes, right. And that's the reason why I stayed. It wasn't because they had a granular activated carbon filter and I was going to make a lot of money selling water filters. It had nothing to do with it. It was like, this guy made $5 grand. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. How do I do that? And that's all I got excited about, Muzaffar. So, kind of a story. I mean, of course, I'm a full-time chaplain. I started a ministry with folks at drug and alcohol recovery some 25 years ago. It wasn't even my area. I wasn't into drugs, wasn't into alcohol. And in that, I don't know why God put me in that element, but he did. And so when Muzaffar said about, open up churches and mosques and all that, we're building a church in Pakistan right now. Think about that. In Pakistan, I haven't even been there yet. And in fact, I was going to say, Sherry, would you mind flying over to Pakistan? It's only a 3-hour flight. I need you to stop over and visit some folks. So, there's just amazing things that you can do with this industry. If you're looking at it from a point of, I'm spending $500 or I'm spending $100 a month, where can you go and spend $1,700 in a whole year and start a business? And then they kick you back 600 of it. I mean, where can you go? You can't go anywhere, right? And then you can have it all for free just by enrolling 6 new customers. So that's really some of the exciting things. And Muzaffar and set up some neat appointments with some leadership, of course, owner aspects. There's some things that they'll announce to you, I'm sure, later at the time that they choose to, things that are happening even with the ownership. But there's so much in the forecast. Just think about Muzaffar, I think he said 25,000 people. When we finished up with the company that Sherry founded, was 115,000 people at $300 million in annual sales. We're a baby right. These guys are a baby right now in the size of size, and yet I went to the ViagoEvents.com today. Scroll there, guys. Write that down on your piece of paper. ViagoEvents.com, and go there and see how many events are in all these places across the country. And you go, man, I could plug people in here and there for $50, $25. This is amazing. And I think we get caught up sometimes. And I do this, guys. I did 1,100 Zooms during COVID every single day. So I know about doing an online, but this is a community. This is where we get to come in, interact with our businesses. I've got Nitin on here from India right now. I got Noel on from, he's over there in the Philippines. I haven't been to the Philippines yet. I haven't been to India yet, right? So you think about that. That's the power of the internet. We did it through advertisement, family and friends. The internet, guys, is wide open. It's just amazing. So Muzaffar, shout back to you. Thanks for that little shout out. And guys, it's just an exciting place to be. So thanks for letting me share.
And Stevie, if you don't mind me asking, how many personal people have you already introduced?
I mean, we put 6 in so far. We got 4 more tonight that we're enrolling and on board. And we're just structuring right now. That's all we're doing is just kind of laying out the structure. And anybody that thinks about this industry, lay out your structure, get your foundation built. You know, it's so important. Some are going to get after it right away. Some are going to take a little time. It could be 30, 60 days. Doesn't matter. But when that snowball effect happens in your left team and your right team or your first team and second team, however you want to look at it, starts monetizing, you get out of the way because the system will do what it's supposed to do. All right. So
I love it, brother. Thank you, man.
Thanks for letting me share.
And listen, you know, what happens is that sometimes people go, well, you know, I'm talking, I'm a guy, Stevie's a guy. So people are like, only guys do this. Other times I have all women doing testimonials. Sherry will be finishing this up. So you're going to hear, but we have several women. Like I said, I was just in California and I did a presentation with Jennifer Murphy and Sherry, and there were about 30 people in the room and men and women. And you know, there's so many people that have gotten started. And I wouldn't have met Jennifer if it wasn't for Rika. And like when Sherry first introduced one of her first people, it was a young lady. And, you know, so we have men, women, all different ages, all different backgrounds that are doing this business. And I'm excited for everybody. But let's talk about getting started, just to keep it simple tonight, right? Let's talk about getting started. Getting started is the 450 plus the 49. Like, so it's $499 to start. You know, I look at the fact that right now you can even use somebody else's money to start your business. What do I mean by that? Like, I used a credit card. Even though I had the money sitting in my account, the reason I used the credit card, I got points, and I introduced 17 people that said yes my first day. I took my commissions, I paid the credit card, so I got points, I had no interest, and nothing came out of my personal pocket. And some people go, well, I don't have a credit card that has 500 on it. You know what's great is there's companies like Chime, which is a big company, CHIME, and they literally give it to you in minutes. I'm just telling you. And you don't even have to wait for the card to come anymore. They give you the electronic card. Like I've had people use it and they're like, Muzaffar, it's like ready in minutes. Anyways, timing is so important. That's why I tell people don't miss out, right? Timing is real. This is your friend. Somebody introduced you. This right here is yours. This is your business. This is your position. It's yours. You own it. Starting right now, this is yours. Therefore, when your friend introduces somebody else, it will go, those people will go underneath you and you will not lose your spot. However, if you give your spot away because you're waiting, that means you gave your spot away. When your friend introduces Andy, they'll have your spot that you gave to them. And then you will go in the next available spot. And Andy's going to build 2 teams. And so the other team that Andy's building, you're going to miss out on all of those people. Why? Why not get started? A, B, or C. This is how people always start. A is I'm ready to go. B is I want to be a customer. And C is I'm going to wait and see. And I'm going to tell you when this presentation is done, your friend that introduced you is going to ask you what part of the presentation interested you the most. That's what they're going to ask you. And you're going to say, hey, that's what the guy said. And they're going to go, yeah, so what part interested you the most? And you're either going to say the travel, the membership, all of it, the income, whatever it is. My question to you is, whatever interested you, do you want to use that as a member? Or do you want to use the membership and earn an income and travel the world with us? My choice is to do all of the above. And Sherry, you made a choice. It's obvious your choice was to do all of the above because not only are you in Viago and building a team, you're actually traveling, like you're in Dubai. But everybody's probably wondering, why did this lady that made millions of dollars, that's retired, it's her birthday month, by the way, she's turning 72. And some of y'all are like, you're not supposed to say a woman's age. She says it, so don't like bark at me. She says it. So, and she doesn't even look it, by the way. And the thing is your husband and you have another business that you invested in. Your son is wanting to spend more time with mom, grandkids, like everything. And you're doing all of it, but you've chosen to put things in perspective and aside to do Viago all out. Why? Why Viago? Why now? And welcome to this call from Dubai, and I'll turn it over to you. Thank you for being here.
I just love saying live from Dubai. I just love that. But for everyone that's on this call, when you ask why, there's a plethora of reasons, but the number one reason for me is this community. And I don't know what your community is. I mean, a lot of people have, people that they love being around and all of that. This community, when we met everybody, Muzaffar, and thank you for getting us to go to Las Vegas for the launch of the company in the end of October. It was something that I'd never seen in all my years in this industry, is a group of people that were positive and motivated and wanted to help each other. And that was something so unique. And I just express, if you're on the fence, you need to come to an event. You need to come and see this company, because when you get to see, you'll see people from all walks of life. You'll see people that are already successful. I mean, we've got people that are doctors that are coming into this business because they make more money with us than they do with their practice, and when you start looking at the group of people that, when I say from all walks of life, literally from every career there is on not just on this call, but in this company. And another main reason was, it was very important to me that the owner of the company had not only integrity, but had the mindset that we give more than we receive. And I feel like in this time of everything going on in the world, we need that kind of energy and belief system that we can make the world a better place. So I don't think I'll ever be retired. I think, how can you be retired from life? We want to travel and have fun and make money and be able to make a difference. All of these things are possible with Viago. And thank you, Muzaffar, for reaching out to me, because when I say that I'm having the time of my life, I mean, literally, I'm here in Dubai. I watch the sunrise and just the beautiful sky and the skyline and everything that's here. And we're going to go zip lining today, So it's like we're, the world's everything here is the world's most. It's like the world's tallest buildings, the world's longest zip line, the world's, biggest bathrooms, and all of this kind of stuff. So I'm like, everyone needs to experience this. And, come travel with us. Let's have fun together. Personal development with this company is off the chart, because we have leaders that want to teach. I mean, Stevie, thank you so much for sharing, because I've worked side by side with you before, and I know what we can do together. And I'm just so excited. Jennifer Murphy, having you on this call with your team and everybody that's on here, Kathy and Rika, and I could just go through. Gemma, I'm so happy to see you. And, there's just a group of us that are all uniting to be able to go out and make this our legacy company. And that's what we're going to do. So come join us, get with the person who invited you on, and be an A. Be one of those people that say, not only do I want to use a product, but I want to make some money, with this. And it's an amazing company at the right time. You're in the right place, and let's get started. And again, get with the person who invited you out. Let them know you're ready to get going. And let's see you next time in Dubai with us. Take care, everyone. God bless.